What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here. Today I'm going to be doing a water test of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S6 and comparing the results to the iPhone 6. So as we all know, Samsung has decided to strip the Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge of that IP67 water resistance and dust resistance rating. A lot of people I know would go swimming with their Galaxy S5, even though you shouldn't, they'd be fine. Well, I want to see how the Samsung Galaxy S6 is going to hold up. If you jump into a pool of water and you forget your phone in your pocket, if you drop this in the toilet, how is this thing going to hold up? Is it going to work? Are the ports going to work? I mean, I just want to test these guys and see if they will resist the water whatsoever. I know it doesn't happen often, but it would be good to know. What would happen if I dropped my phone in a tub of water? Would it hold up? Would it survive? Now, although the Samsung Galaxy S6 has removed that water and dust resistant certification from the Galaxy S5, it still seems like a very durable device, and as my drop test actually showed, it's very drop resistant. That glass does a very good job against impact. But I want to know, is there any secret waterproofing on this thing? It's kind of strange for Samsung to take away something that made the Galaxy S5 so successful. But let's go ahead and test these guys and see how long they can survive, and if they do survive, do the ports still work? Is it really going to hold up? Just going to fill these guys to cover the iPhone. And here's your batch of poison Galaxy S6. Alright, so I'm going to set these guys right here. I'm going to put a stopwatch in the middle because I know one of these devices will stop working. So here we go. So looks like both devices are working good. I don't really see any bubbles entering the phones. Both of these devices are submerged completely, yet still functional. About 30-second mark. So let's just keep these in here and see how they do. Now, I personally have never intentionally dropped a phone in the water. I've always been very careful with my products. All right, so both devices are still functional. At this point, it's about 2.5 minutes in, and I am surprised. Overall, doing great. Surprisingly, both are holding up quite well. Already at the 3-minute, 30-second mark. I didn't expect them to last this long. So let's go ahead and see how this keeps on going. Now, the important thing is, yeah, the phone will survive, but what dies? A lot of the features start dying as soon as the phone dies. At the end, I'm going to try and revive these guys. If they do turn off, I'm going to try and revive them, see if anything did survive, if the headphone jack works, the USB charging port works, if the speakers work. I know a lot of things stop working after the device actually gets submerged, but we're approaching the 5-minute mark, still going strong, surprisingly. Alright, so 5 minutes have passed. These devices are both surviving, doing real well. My predictions are 10 minutes. There's no way these can last longer than 10 minutes. Alright, so 7 minutes have passed. Still working, still functional. I'm going to go ahead and take them out at the 10-minute mark and see what's left and what's working. 8 minutes and still going strong. Holy crap. It's pretty impressive for both of these. So 9 minutes coming up on 10. What did they do to these guys? How are these secretly waterproof? So at 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and take them out and test what features are working, what features are not working. I'm going to try and dry them out as best as possible and see, after a 10-minute dunk, would your phone survive? And so far, I'm thinking good things for both of these. Both are doing great, even submerged in water for almost 10 minutes. So this guy keeps timing out, but let me get my towel ready. So as soon as these guys hit 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and dry them off and see what's working and what is not. All right, and we have hit the 10-minute mark. Let's go ahead and take these guys out of here. So far working. I'm going to put these right here. I'm going to stop that for now. And let's go ahead and dry these guys off. So as you guys can see, the display still works at the moment. There's a lot of water on it. But although the display is working, I want to see if other features work as well. So looks like the iPhone is still good. Still works. I'm shocked, guys. That's crazy. So let's go ahead and test the charging port. Although the display seems to be functional, working, it's accurate too. It's not clicking random things. I don't actually see any moisture in the camera. Actually, there is a little bit in there. Let's try the cameras. So rear one works. Not a lot of moisture in there. All right, looks like front camera is working as well. Cool. All right, looks like the rear camera is working. Let's try the front. Wow, both of them do work. Not a lot of moisture in either one of them. Surprisingly, after taking out a dunk in the water, still work. Now let's go ahead and try those charging ports and the speakers. I know you should, after dunking your phone in water, do not charge them. All the water inside could short some fuses out. Okay, charges. Battery is at 100%, but looks like it is charging. Cool, so that guy still works, and I can already hear the speaker is working well. I can see that it is charging, so looks like the iPhone is working too. Now let's go ahead and test the sound. Now I cannot hear anything from the iPhone. Yep, looks like the speaker is busted on the iPhone. I can't hear a thing. All right, looks like the sound is working on this guy. So far, Samsung Galaxy S6 is ahead in terms of sound. The sound works, does not work on the iPhone 6, unfortunately. I cannot get any sound to play, cannot hear anything from this. So it looks good so far. Let's go ahead and see how far these guys can go, how far they can really be in the water before completely dying. And surprisingly, after 10 minutes, both do work for the most part. I'm sure if you put the iPhone in rice, you could get some functionality from the speaker, but it is busted for now. All right, so let's go ahead and continue this test. Okay, so as soon as I just said that, jinxed myself, the Galaxy S6 has seems to have passed away. It keeps rebooting itself randomly. A lot of water has got in through the 3.5mm jack. The iPhone, on the other hand, still works. It looks functional. But the Galaxy S6, I can plug it into charge. However, it just keeps restarting itself. I can't get it to boot. I'm going to try and power this guy on. It looks to be booting, but it does restart randomly. Let's go ahead and see how it holds up. Oh, wow. Speaker's starting to sound a little tinny. Let's go ahead and see if we can continue this test. Ooh, yeah, startup failed. That's no good. Oh, is it starting? No way. Wow, okay, it's alive. Let's continue the test. Let's go ahead and resume this guy. Submerge these guys in the water. So we got a full tub. Both of these guys are submerged in water. And we're approaching the 11-minute mark. Looking good so far. I just can't get these guys to die. It's already 12 minutes and both of them are working. With some confidence, I would say I could go swimming for a short period of time with my phone in my pocket, come out, drop the guy in some rice overnight, and the phone would be working. Now, for the iPhone, looks like speaker wouldn't be working, but once these guys do die, I'll try and revive them and see what's left working. Surprisingly, both are holding up. We're approaching 15 minutes, still doing good. Oh, looks like the Samsung Galaxy has won out at the 14 minutes, 25-second mark. Let's see if I can get it to restart, but otherwise looks like it has died a little bit earlier. So it is restarting. Looks like it's still working, so we can go ahead and keep that going for it. iPhone is still working as well. All right, so 15 minutes. Samsung Galaxy S6 is probably about 30 seconds behind, but surprisingly, both are still working. I don't know what it's going to take to kill this guy. Just going to keep going. So the Samsung Galaxy S6 is certainly freaking out. There it goes again. It just has turned off. Yeah, looks like the Galaxy S6, I think, could be dead finally. Looks like it is dead. So about 17 minutes, Samsung Galaxy S6 has finally had enough. iPhone 6 still going strong. I cannot get this thing to boot up. Usually it would. All right, looks like the Samsung Galaxy S6 has had enough. I will go ahead and try and revive this thing, and if it does work, we'll see what works on it. But let's go ahead and see how long the iPhone 6 can still last in the water. And I don't know why this thing is working so well. I mean, it's completely submerged. It still works. Stubborn little iPhone, just give up already. All right, so while that guy's still going, just want to wipe this guy off, see if there's any way I could get it to turn on. Maybe try and get some water out of this thing. Oh man, a whole bunch is coming out. Oh, display is still working. Wow. Let's try and power it on. Stopped working for a little bit, yet here we are. Just shook out some water, and this thing, like a pro, keeps on going. Wow. Or not. You just turned off. Let's see if it second time's the charm. Nope. So I'm sure if I dried this thing off, it would still work, but that's impressive. Such results. Lasted 17 minutes without turning off, but it still appears to be working. So iPhone is still going strong at 20 minutes. Over here, this thing just doesn't want to give up. It keeps going and going and going. Wow. So display still works. After 22 minutes submerged in water, this thing is still working. I can't believe this. Holy crap. Who knew it could survive for so long underwater? And here I've got a 3.5mm jack. Just want to go ahead and see if this thing still works. Wow, I'm listening to music when my iPhone is submerged. Cool. Still works, surprisingly. The charging port still works. The 3.5mm jack still works. So we're at 25 minutes. The iPhone just refuses to give up. I don't even know what to do. I cannot kill this thing in water. I'm trying to get as much water into it as possible, but it's still working. All of the jacks still work. So I'm going to give up at 30 minutes. If that doesn't kill it, go on to my next test and destroy it in other means. All right, so removing the iPhone 6. because I don't want to wait for it all day, but it is working. So here we go, guys. The Galaxy S6, although it has restarted, it still works. It was in some sort of download mode. I don't know why I did that. It restarted. Power button is not working. The speaker works. The 3.5mm headphone jack works. Both of them can be charged. The iPhone speaker does not work. Both displays are a little bit erratic. So the Samsung Galaxy S6 survived about 17 minutes, and in the end still survived, was rebootable. The iPhone 6, 30 minutes, has nothing on it, still works. So guys, what this test basically told me is that if you do go for a swim with these guys, it's no big worry. You could still get them to work at the end, in my situation anyways. But of course, I don't recommend you take either one of these in the water. They will die on you. Not all the features will work in the end. Both of these guys did survive the test, and that is really impressive to me, even though none of them are water resistant or waterproof. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this little test, and watch my drop test if you haven't already. Surprisingly, both of these manufacturers made the phones very durable, very sturdy. I am very surprised with the results. Have a great day, guys. Peace.